Good evening. Welcome to this December commencement at Sam Houston State University in our 133rd year of operation. Will you please stand for the posting of the colors by the Sam Houston State University ROTC Color Guard and join in singing the national anthem. Please remain standing respectfully until the ROTC Color Guard has exited the Coliseum.
Color guard, hold. Center, face. Present, arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order, arms. About, face. Prepare to post. Colors. Present, arms. Order, arms. Post. Forward, march. Left, left, right, left, 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 right, left, 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 right, battle, left, left, right, left.
Please be seated. Please join me now in recognizing members of the platform party who will not be introduced later during the program. May I ask each to stand as his or her name is called. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Dr. Heather Tilleman, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Mr. Al Hooten, Vice President for Finance and Operations. Mr. Mark Adams, Vice President for Information Technology. Mr. Frank Parker, Vice President for Student Services. Mr. Frank Holmes, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Mitchell Musam, Dean of the College of Business Administration. Dr. Vincent Webb, Dean of the College of Criminal Justice. Dr. Karen Smith, Associate Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Mary Robbins, Interim Dean of the College of Fine Arts and Mass Communication. Dr. John DeCastro, Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dr. John Pascarella, Dean of the College of Sciences. Dr. Candy Tayebi, Dean of Graduate Studies and Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Eugene Young, Dean of the Honors College and Professor of English. Ms. Teresa Ringo, University Registrar. Mr. Christopher Michel, Associate Professor of Music. Dr. Phillip Lyons, Professor of Criminal Justice, who will introduce our graduates at the appropriate time. And Mrs. Mary Ellen Thornton, President of the Alumni Board of Directors. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing these members of the Platform Party. Seated in Section AB with Mary Ann Gibson, mother of President Gibson, are Annie Brady, wife of our Speaker, David Brady, their children, Peter, Maggie, and Jack, and Mr. Brady's parents, Peter and Shirley Brady. His sister, Kelly, a Sam Houston State University criminal justice graduate, and her daughter, Caroline. Please join me in recognizing these special guests. At this time, it is an honor and my pleasure to present the 13th president of Sam Houston State University, Dr. Dana Gibson, who will greet you and introduce our speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Hebert. To the class of 2012, I extend a warm welcome and congratulations on this memorable occasion. The ceremony is called a commencement because it celebrates what's to begin, not what will end. Commencement recognizes your achievements and your personal growth through your years of study. This very moment, you are living proof that at Sam Houston, you can dream and succeed. Sam Houston State University celebrates commencement 3 times each year, fall, spring, and summer. We have approximately 1,500 graduates in our fall 2012 graduating class. However, you're seeing only a portion of our graduates because, as you probably already know, we have a commencement ceremony now and 2 ceremonies on Saturday. In addition to our resident Texas students, non-resident students from the states of California, Colorado, Massachusetts, and New York, and the countries of Vietnam and Nepal, just to name a few, are a part of this graduating class, with ages ranging from 20 to 70. Approximately 55% of this commencement class are first-generation college degree recipients. This ceremony is dedicated to you, the graduates. Our purpose here has been to help you build a successful life on the foundation of your character and your talents. But you are the ones who have reached this milestone through perseverance, ingenuity, determination, and the encouragement from all of those who believed in you. You are part of the reason why Sam Houston is a great name in Texas education. Thank you for sharing this part of your lives with us. For the parents, siblings, spouses, and children of those who graduate today, this day would not be possible without your emotional, financial, and spiritual support. Please, I want all of you now to please stand so we can recognize and applaud all of you that are here today. Thank you for all you've done for your graduate. I want to recognize the faculty members who are participating in this ceremony, and in doing so are representing our entire faculty. We have many exceptional faculty members at Sam Houston State University who contribute to the success of our university. They are dedicated to the education of our students, and they perform their duties in an outstanding manner. Will the faculty please stand at this time and allow us to express all of our appreciation for your excellent work. Thank you for what you do every day. Now it's my honor to be able to introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. David Brady. Mr. Brady is an alum of Sam Houston State University, earning a Bachelor of Fine Arts in 1989. Mr. Brady's in his 5th year at the Houston Zoo, where he serves as the Chief Marketing Officer and Vice President of Advancement. In his role, he oversees the marketing, development, fundraising, public relations, interactive marketing, graphic design, membership, group sales, and special events departments. He came to the Houston Zoo after a 20-year career in sports marketing and broadcasting. He is also in his 7th season as the stadium voice, or the PA announcer, of the Houston Texans. His most recent full-time position in sports was with the Houston Texans, where he was responsible for securing and managing major events at Reliance Stadium. These included college football games, concerts, soccer matches, and other entertainment events. He also oversaw several major events during his time at Reliance Stadium, including the U.S. versus Mexico soccer match, which generated the highest revenue of any soccer match in U.S. history. He helped create and served as director for the first 2 Texas Bowls, and which is now currently known as the Minky Car Care Bowl of Texas. He began his career in the group and season ticket sales department of the Houston Rockets and then the Houston Astros. His broadcast work included stops in California, Connecticut, Arizona, and Philadelphia. His main focus was baseball play-by-play, but he also served as play-by-play voice of Yale University Sports, and as a television reporter for a CBS affiliate in Arizona. He's involved in his community as president of the board of directors of Channelview ISD Education Foundation. He's a member of the Center for Houston's Future think tank and served as board of directors for the Texas Bowl, NCAA Final Four host committee, Gold Cup host committee, and Greater Houston YMCA. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm Bearcat welcome for Mr. David Brady.
You could have just said Bearcat and I would have come up. I want to thank everyone so much for the opportunity to be here with you tonight and celebrate such a great achievement. This is such a wonderful night for you. I want to congratulate the faculty, the staff, the families, and especially you, the graduates, the class of 2012. I personally want to thank Dr. Gibson for this tremendous opportunity and invitation to be here with you tonight. It's also so amazing for me to be receiving an honorary PhD here tonight. It's also amazing for me to be receiving an honorary master's degree here tonight. Can I keep my bachelor's degree? Okay. This is truly unbelievable for me to be here this evening. It was over 20 years ago in this same arena, sitting right over there, where I graduated from this university. On that day, not a single person in this arena would have fathomed that I would be speaking to you here today. And because of that, it makes me a little bit nervous that the Mayans may be right. But that is good news for you. It means you'll be one of the last graduating classes in the history of Earth. It also gives you one more excuse to your parents of why you really don't need to look for a job just yet. I was asked to keep my remarks to just 120 minutes, so I will do my best to be brief. The letter, the invitation said 12 minutes, but I assume that was a typo. It was May 4th, 1989. I sat here just as you are. I listened to a commencement speaker. I don't remember his name. I don't remember a single thing that he said. I was completely uninspired. I'm setting the bar high, aren't I? So when I received the invitation, I felt completely unworthy of this, and I mean that. I am completely humbled to be here tonight. But as I thought more about it, I'm going to sound much more arrogant, I realized I am the perfect person to be speaking to you tonight. And the reason that is the case is because I am you. I was sitting here in 1989 in a robe, thinking the things that I guess you're thinking. First off, I was very proud of myself, proud for my family, proud for my fellow students. I was also nervous, anxious, scared. I'm guessing that's how a lot of you are right now. You should be. It's a great achievement, and you have a lot of things to look forward to. And the world is a little scary, and that's okay. But another reason I feel I'm perfect to speak to you today is because of my passion and love for this university. When I was in school, Bearcat pride was not what it is today. It's not nearly as strong. Back then, you did not see the students and alumni wearing their Bearcat pride as they do now. The brand of Sam Houston was not as strong as it is now. But for me back then, I wore it the same. It meant so much for me to be a graduate of this university. A couple of other reasons why I feel like I'm like so many of you here. My parents did not go to college. How many of you here are first-generation graduates here today? Stand up, please, if you don't mind. I'd like your parents to stand up as well. Thank you. Well, I said my parents didn't go to college. They created an environment for me and my sister that made us want to succeed, made us want to do better. And I'm guessing that's the same thing for those of you here today. And you cannot discount how important it is to be the first in your family to get that degree today. It will change the course of your family going forward. As I mentioned, my sister and I are graduates, and for us now, that means our children have an expectation to go to college and do better. You've truly changed the course of your family line today, and you should be very proud of that. Again, no pressure, though. Another similarity I have with a lot of you today is I worked my way through college. How many of you held jobs while you were going to school? Stand up as well. Yeah. You do not know what a better position. Go ahead, sit down. Come on. You're going to get recognized enough today, all right? You are in such a better place than students from all over the state and around the country that you're going to be competing for jobs with because of that. When I get resumes that come across my desk, when I see the college listed at the top, I hope no one in the placement office is here tonight, are they? When I see the university is listed at the top, I usually skip past that. I want to see someone who's worked while they're in school, held a job, because there's so many things you learn there that you don't learn in the classroom. How to deal with inter-office politics, the hierarchy of an office. It changes your perspective. And the fact that you did it, you were committed to getting your degree, working, paying a lot of your way, that means a lot to an employer. You should wear that with pride as well. And congratulations for that accomplishment. For me, these are just a few of the factors that make me so proud of my education and my ties to Sam Houston State University. For me, everything great that has happened in my career and many of the things in my life started right here on this campus. And in fact, many of them started right here in this arena. My grades when I started out at this university were not so great. I had no passion for my studies. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then it all changed. One night in October, back in the late 80s, a friend of mine who was the sports director at KSHU was in the hallway at Kirkley Hall. By the way, you tore that down? What happened to my petition to make room 215 a historical landmark? But a good friend of mine, Mark Bergeron, was the sports director of the radio station. I was sitting up watching TV with a bunch of other guys, and he came up and started telling me how awesome I was at sports and how much I knew about sports, and said, you know, you have a really good voice. You ever thought about being on the radio? And it just so happened the next morning there was a sports report at 6 a.m. on KSHU that the sports reporter couldn't make it for. And he made me think that I was so awesome, even though I'd never done anything, never studied broadcasting, how I could do it. And I thought about it and said, you know what, you're right, I can. He really built me up. So I got up at 4:30, started working on a sports report, spent 2.5 hours getting ready for an 8-minute sportscast, only to find out later that if I didn't do it, he was going to have to get up and do it himself. And while he suckered me in, I was sucked in. That changed everything for me. I found something right then at that moment that I was passionate about, and that changed everything. From that moment forward, I was doing everything I could to be a broadcaster. I changed my major as quick as I could. I was doing broadcast before I ever took a class, before I had any experience. Now the stadium announcer for the Texans, but the first ever PA announcing I did was at a scorer's table right over here for Bearcat volleyball. And I was not very good. I messed up some names, some cities, like Refugio. Are any graduates here from Refugio? Anybody? How do you get Irio out of UGIO? But those are the type of lessons I learned that day, and those are the type of opportunities I had that I wouldn't have had at other universities. There was a sense of community that existed as well that I don't see in a lot of campuses. Part of it is because most of us here at SAM have similar backgrounds, hardworking families, an appreciation but not an expectation of an education, and I think we work harder than everybody else. And because of that, we have a different sense of community than most. I believe in a little-known philosophy called triism. And by little known, I mean that I made most of it up. But I believe that if you do a few simple things, you can be successful at whatever you try. First, pick a lofty goal that is really important to you and you're passionate about. And the key there is lofty. If you set modest goals for yourself, you'll achieve modest results. Second, work and try as hard as you can do the right things to reach that goal. And the third step in that, succeed and repeat. I learned and developed that philosophy right here, as I mentioned, doing things like Bearcat Volleyball PA, men's and women's basketball on the radio, hours at what used to be Holloman Field doing baseball, at Bowers Stadium doing football broadcasts. Any opportunity to get real-world experience, which is what Sam Houston gives you much more than other universities. I was getting an education not only through my classroom, my professors, but also through my friends. After those broadcasts and after those nights as a DJ at KSHU, my friends were the ones who we sat around talking, critiquing, helping each other get better. Guys like Mark Bergeron, who I mentioned earlier, would work with me, help me get better. There was that sense of community. And we were a student-run station, KSHU, and we took that job very seriously. And I can tell you, after working for professional radio stations, commercial radio stations, it was run much better than many of them. And I know that that philosophy is not unique to just the communications department where I got my degree, but I saw the same thing in education, criminal justice, the business school. It's part of what makes this university great. When one Bearcat succeeds, it doesn't mean that others fail. It means we all succeed, and we know that. I understood at the time how much this university meant to me, the community of Bearcats, the relationship with the professors, my fellow RTF students, my friends around campus, my roommates. No one has known me for more than a few minutes that doesn't know I'm a Bearcat, and I make sure they know it. When I'm calling the Texans first down, and hopefully a lot of touchdowns on Sunday, I wear it like a badge of honor that it's a Bearcat doing that. It's a Bearcat making an impact on the community, not just me as an individual. Every time I succeed in life and my career, I know that I'm also helping build the brand of this great university. And that is what I want you to think about as you prepare to start your life in the real world. I want you to think about your brand. I want you to think about building that brand and how that builds the brand of Sam Houston State University. Those two things from now on can never be separate. You all know about the brands of businesses, but you need to be thinking about your personal brand. For the last 10 years or so, the concept of branding has been going through a very big change. Most of this change is centered on how new media, things like Twitter and Facebook, is increasingly used to communicate corporate and product brand information to the public. This change from traditional to more intimate form of media is still moving, still progressing. We're quietly launching into the next revolution of branding. This will change have a monumental change and affect the majority of the workforce, including those of you here hoping to join the workforce very soon. When you think of branding, I know first thing pops in your mind are the giants like McDonald's or Coca-Cola. And what does that mean? It means when you see a bottle of Coca-Cola on the shelf, you know what that means. You know what it's going to taste like. You're going to know the feeling. When you see a McDonald's sign on the freeway, you know what it's going to mean when you pull in there to get lunch. But branding's not just for large companies. Many small businesses and even people like celebrities have had great success with branding. Think about somebody like Kim Kardashian. You know what her brand is. And for good or bad, that cultivated brand and image has made millions. But branding isn't just for businesses or elite celebrities anymore. We're entering the world of personal branding now, and that's essential for us non-celebrities. So who needs personal branding? Anyone in the workforce needs it. Anyone who hasn't reached their career goal just yet, or even if you've reached that career goal and looking for the next step or move in your life, personal branding is going to be essential to you. By saying branding, I'm not talking about the clothes you wear, the cars you drive. It's what people think about you. It's how you make them feel. We all know in the workforce, the woman who's always 10 minutes late, the guy who's always drinking Starbucks, those are their brands. On campus, the girl who may party a little too much, the guy who's into fantasy football. These are brands. It's how people identify you. And you need to think about how that impacts you. Your brand will be how you work, your hobbies, your relationships, and yes, it will be reflected on your Facebook and Twitter pages. Be clearly aware that Facebook and Twitter are the commercials of your brand. So as you think about your future and what you want to be known for, what your brand will be, you have to think about how you want to define yourself to other people. I can't do it for you. Your parents can't. The university can't. Only you can create that brand. What I would say is that now, as graduates of Sam Houston State University, your brand will also represent the brand of this school, and I hope you will consider that in everything you do. For me personally, I hope that my brand is that of someone who is very passionate about the things that are important to him. My family, and that means being a good husband, father, son, brother, and uncle. In my career, someone who's extremely passionate about making great things for the Houston Zoo and the Houston Texans and how that impacts our community. And for my alma mater, no one will ever know me that doesn't know I'm a Bearcat, and that I'm proud of that fact. So think about how you will be defined. As of today, one of the things that you will be able to say is that you are a college graduate. That is now part of your brand. That diploma you're getting represents great achievement. But remember, it's not the diploma itself. It's the education, it's the memories, it's the community. Be proud. Proud of yourself, proud for your family, and proud of Sam Houston State University. Throughout your life, you'll build your personal brand, thus building the brand of Sam Houston State. What that means is that you now take Sam Houston everywhere with you. Wear your Bearcat pride always. And before I close, I want to give you one very important piece of advice. Today, your families are extremely proud of you. Today is the perfect day to ask for money. Lastly, for me today, and mostly importantly, is to thank everyone here. I want to thank my family who's here tonight and has been such a great source of inspiration for me and support for me. I want to thank Dr. Gibson and the entire Sam Houston State community for this. But especially today, this is about you, 2012 graduating class of Sam Houston State University, the newest set of alumni. I say to you, thank you for this great opportunity for me to be here today. Congratulations on this great achievement. Good luck to you as you go forward in this new chapter of your life. But most importantly, to me, from the deepest part of my heart, I say, eat 'em up, cats!
Well, David, I want to thank you so much for such relevant, timely, and Bearcat-driven words. I know I've met him several times, and he says that everywhere he is. Thank you so much.
Will you please stand and join Professor Michelle in singing the Alma Mater? Words can be found on the first page of your program.
Might in battle
Please be seated. Dr. Gibson, at this time, Dean Musam will certify the candidates for the master's degrees from the College of Business Administration, and Dean Webb will certify candidates for the master's degree from the College of Criminal Justice.
Will those students who are candidates for master's degrees offered through the College of Business Administration please stand and remain standing when the name of your program is called? Masters of Science in Accounting. Masters of Business Administration. President Gibson, I certify that each student whose name appears on the official graduation list will have completed all of the requirements for the appropriate master's degree and is entitled to all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate master's degree. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Those candidates for the master's degree who are majors in the various programs in the College of Criminal Justice, please stand and remain standing when the name of your program is called. Criminal Justice and Criminology, Criminal Justice Leadership, Forensic Science, Security Studies. President Gibson, I certify that each student whose name appears on the official graduation list has completed the requirements for the program for the appropriate master's degree and is entitled to all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate master's degree. Congratulations.
Will the marshals please escort the recipients of these master's degrees to the platform?
Armstrong, Katie Blackhurst, Patrick J. Bradley, Monica Nicole Brown, Matthew Paul Broyles, Allison Carr Collins, Fernando E. Coy, Jr., Kyle Christopher Epps, Crystal Faith Foodie, Jorge Luis Gonzalez, David Grant Heatley, Kenneth Nolan Hull, Opeimi Ibiimi, Stephanie Ann Irish, Joanna Denise Johnson, Rachel Maxie Knapp, Sally Jane Lucas, Carrington D. Lyle, Asha Amritlal Patel, Joseph Frederick Peart, Gurpreet Singh, Gary William Sylvester, A. Vance Whitmore. James Daniel Allen. Justin Lee Berry. Adam Gerald Brown. Daryl O'Keefe Burns Sr. Jessica Carolina Chicas. Michael Allen Collum. Aaron Lynn Corley. Christopher James Crowley. Aaron D. Dobbins. James Morgan Dorchak. Charles Jeffrey Handy. David W. Kimberly. Eric Mendez. Christopher Michael Sheets. Christopher Ryan Stell. Jerry David Stovall Jr. Grayson Greg Wilson. Jacob Richard Yonkin. Cheryl Lynn Ricks. Amy Petrovelli. Lashiria Lashandria Nance.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed in your program the names of baccalaureate students who have distinguished themselves through outstanding academic achievement. To be graduated cum laude, a student must have achieved an overall grade point average of at least 3.5 out of a possible 4.0. To be graduated magna cum laude, a student must have earned at least a 3.67 grade point average. To be graduated summa cum laude, a student must have achieved at least a 3.86 grade point average. These students are to be congratulated for their outstanding performance. Will those students graduating cum laude please rise and be recognized? Congratulations. Will those students graduating magna cum laude please rise and be recognized? Congratulations. And will those students graduating summa cum laude please rise and be recognized? Congratulations. At the appropriate time in the ceremony, Dr. Eugene Young, Dean of the Honors College, will award the Gold Honor Cord to those bachelor's degree candidates graduating with academic honors. Dr. Gibson, at this time, Dean Musam will certify candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Business Administration, and Dean Webb will certify candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Criminal Justice.
Will those candidates for the Bachelor's of Business Administration degree please stand and remain standing when the name of your major is called? Accounting. Banking and financial institutions. Economics. Finance. General Business Administration. Human Resource Management. International Business. Management. Management Information Systems, Marketing. President Gibson, I certify that each student whose name appears on the official graduation list will have completed all of the requirements for the appropriate baccalaureate degree and is entitled to all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate bachelor's degree. Congratulations.
Those candidates for the bachelor's degree who are majors in the various programs of the College of Criminal Justice, please stand and remain standing when the name of your program is called. Victim Studies, Criminal Justice. President Gibson, I certify that these students whose names are on the official graduation list have completed the requirements for the appropriate bachelor's degree and are entitled to all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System, I confer upon you the appropriate bachelor's degree. Congratulations.
In a display of respect for the graduates and their families, please refrain from using artificial noisemakers as the graduates' names are called. This will assure that the name of each is distinctly heard. Will the marshals please escort the recipients of these baccalaureate degrees to the platform?
Danielle Accord, magna cum laude. James Ross Adams. Julia Louise Adkins. Corey Stephen Alexander. Rebecca Ann Allen. Juan Alvarez Jr. David Jared Angel. Jeremy Andrew Anula. Natalie Aravallo, cum laude. Kyle Allen Bernard. Kyle Scott Bauer. David J. Bazan. Victoria Lynn Benavidez. Brittany Michelle Bigby. Kimberly Ann Black. Robert Malcolm Black. Austin Wade Blasingame. Colleen Marie Bobeck. Aaron Andrew Bohm. Daniel Mackenzie Breedlove. Brandon Britt. Andrew David Broyles. Jared Leslie Bruce. Zachary Brister Bumbaugh. Matthew Paul Burr. Christopher Don Burton. Sierra D. Callahan. Christopher Adam Carnleen. Cody D. Carpenter. Mark Wells Carter. Andrew Christopher Cassidy. Raymond Laksamana Castro. Benjamin Joseph Kaywood. Roberto Antonio Cedillo. Stephen Renee Chacon. Christina Lee Christensen. Marvin James Collins II. George Orrin Copeland. Cameron Page Cornelius. Zach T. Cornwell. Ivania Yamilet Velasquez. David Oris Craighead Jr. Jacob Burns Darnell. Sophie J.E. Denny. Brandon Elliott DeWalt. Annalie Diaz. Molly Aaron Doherty. Michael Justin Dowdy. Stephen Connor Drake. Benjamin Matthew Dromer. Craig A. Drouillard. Jared Brian Dubose. Charles Avery Dykes Jr. cum laude. Chad William Eberly. Alexandra Nicole Edwards, magna cum laude. Alicia M. Embry. Kyle Keller Emerson. Jonathan Taylor Ferguson. Samantha Lynn Ferguson. Brian Lee Fields. Lakin Nicole Finney. Brittany Aaron Fisher. Randy David Fisher, magna cum laude. Claudia LeRae Ford. Mira Michelle Franco, summa cum laude. Sonia Marie Fulgham. Megan Nicole Fullenwider. Lindsay Ray Gann. Michelle Aparecida Gant. Kimberly K. Garcia Powell. Tara Rocha Garza. Richard Logan Guevashausen. Theodric Eugene Ghoston III. Holly Elizabeth Gilchrist. Bliss Gleason, magna cum laude. Joshua S. Glover. Maya Louise Godbold. Alberto Gonzalez. Matthew Gonzalez. Laurel Adria Goodwin. Irene Yolanda Graham. Taryn Joelle Fisher. Lorenzo Adam Graham. Carl Guevara, Jr. Lynn Helen Gunnerode. Kevin Tyler Hall. Bobby Ham, Jr. Anna Elizabeth Haney, cum laude. Shrika Lachey Hardiman. Paige Mara Harmon. Jeffrey Allen Henderson. Christopher Brian Henry. Rachel Hope Henson, summa cum laude. Brent Aaron Herzog. Stephanie Mae Hicks. Miles Edwin Heinzman. Michael Lynn Holly, Jr. Fallon Marie Hope Miles. Ashley Nicole Howard. Natasha Marie Howard. Joseph Alfred Howes IV. Allison Ann Hurt. Joseph Austin Hyde. Samuel Wayne Ilgen. Vanessa Ladiette Irving. Byron Javon Jackson. Kiera Santrell Jackson, magna cum laude. Kyle Logan Jernigan. Ashley Marie Johnson. Bethany Ann Johnson. Eric Bain Johnson. Frank Benton Johnson. Juelisa Marie Johnson. Michelle Lee Johnson. Jeffrey Michael Jones. Arona Lynn Kasprowitz. Taylor Michelle Kirschner. Sofana Lee Cove. Amanda Marie Knowles. Spencer J. Knutson. Allison K. Kosen. Kimberly Lynn Hughes. Nisha Coriala. Ryan Paul Korenik. Nathan Drew Ladd. Chanel Simone Latham. Megan Joyce Lee. Mung Chung Lee. Tomer Leibowitz. Raphael Lewis, cum laude. Barney DeWitt Lunsford. Ashley Nicole Masichek. Dylan Chase Marsh. Andrew Reese Martin. Charles Everett Martin. Marcella Martinez. Jacqueline Nicole Matthews. Colin Anderson Maynard, Brent Wesley McCormick, Michael Don McGuire, Patrick Joseph McGrath, Jeremy Ray Melanson, Lisette Mena, Grayson Garrett Meyer, cum laude, Hunter W. Miller, Larry Timothy Milligan, cum laude, Ashley Chantel Mitchell, Shanae Marie Moak, Danielle A. Montross, Bertha Edith Mortero, Megan Renee Mundy, magna cum laude, Megan Marie Napoli, Christian Jeanette Negrete, Michael Brandon Nelson, Palacio Olvera Jr., Corey Joseph Palachek, magna cum laude, Melanie Ann Pena, Stephanie Felice Pena, Jeffrey Clark Perrin, Crystal Deisha Pickens, Marlon Keith Pickney, John Wayne McMahon, Leslie Ann Morgan Mays, Dana Ashley Planas, magna cum laude, Marshall Gideon Powledge, Partik Puri, Anthony Thompson Randall, Maya Alexandra Recinos, Zachary David Rice, Kelsey Grace Rich, Andrew Scott Ricker, Jonathan Andrew Riley, John Michael Rochetti, Alicia Marcellus Rodriguez Castillo, Zachary Quinn Raber, Joshua David Rohax, Jana Lynn Russell, John J. Ryan IV, Lisbeth Sanchez, Amy Lynn Schillings, summa cum laude, Jennifer Christine Schimpf, magna cum laude, Kevin Dale Shaver, Taylor Annell Shepard, Brett Allen Schumann, Hunter Homero Silva, Robert William Simpson, Rami N. Cindy, Sarah Catherine Slate, Corbin V. Smith, Caitlin Elizabeth Smith, Daniela Sosa, Amanda Lenice Spivey, Jared Cody Springer, Jeremy Ryan Stessel, John Robert Sido, Amy Lynn Sillagi, Travis Nathan Talley, Estevan Tomas, Janet Thomas, Kristen Diane Thomas, Jason Matthew Tilton, Joshua Michael Schwager, Casey Lynn Schaefer, Jessica Lane Schoenfield, Natalie Ann Tucker, Kyle Travis Unash, Andres Gerardo Valdez, Curtis Wayne Vaughn, Dante Raymond Veazey, Stephanie Elizabeth Walker, Melissa Marie Warford, Kyle Mitchell Watkins, Carrie Adele Westmoreland, Jeffrey Taylor Whitehead with Honors College, Jessica Lauren Wilburn with Honors College, Dustin Blake Williams, Jeffrey Thomas Wilson, Rachel Renee Wiseman, Clifford Anthony Worsham, Justin A. Wright, Matthew Craig Wright, Daisy Torres, Latitus Reason, Bryce Wayne Barnes, Dustin James Solomon, Christopher David Zimmerman, Joe Jesse Aleman, Chelsea Ashley, Casey Lynn Otten, Mina Christina Ayala, Ryan Paul Baker, Carlos J. Barba, John Britton Barone, Tracy C. Blakely, magna cum laude, Claire McKay Blay, Alexander Louis Boudreau, Jana Marie Bowman, Ryan Ray Boyd, Whitney M. Branch, Ashley Nicole Broussard, Shane Randall Bridges, Justin P. Brody, Jared Michael Brown, Jason Ryan Brubaker, Fidel Castro Jr., cum laude, Takara Latrice Causey, Coretta Jacqueline Cheeks Haynes, Keith Allen Chumley, Xavier Cantrell Clark, Ryan David Kloster, Samantha Lynette Clay, Christopher Ryan Clear, Brandy Lynn Clement, Jesse Ryan Cogbill, Mary Ross Coleman, Garrett Francis Como, Valeria Compion, William Edwin Kennard II, Jelana Antoinette Cortez, Raul Ivan Koss III, Robert Wayne Coulter, Lucas Dean Cowell, summa cum laude with honors, Honors College. Adina Marie Kreider. Zachary Payne Crowder. Brittany Riquet Cuello. Misty Amber Davis. Stephanie Dawson. Jessica del Aguila Rodriguez. Natalie Megan DeStefano. Lauren Noel Duckworth, magna cum laude with honors, Honors College. Eric Michael Duffick. Horacio Espinoza. Selena Figueroa. Sawyer N. Freed. Natalie Isabel Fry Padilla, magna cum laude with honors, Honors College. Cynthia B. Garcia. Jeremy Adam Geist. Folashade Symbiot George. Michael John Gillespie. Brittany Ray Gonzalez. Javier Ricardo Gonzalez. Lakeitha Marie Gonzalez. Jason Carl Groby. Daniel Martinez Guzman Jr. Adam David Hamilton, magna cum laude. Emily Kirsten Hammer. Morgan Alyssa Heath. Ashley Nicole Hernandez. Jorge Hernandez. Donald Christopher Hinote. Cynthia Diane Holland. Kyle Michael Horvath, cum laude. Kristen Marie Hunter, magna cum laude. Jennifer Ann James. Chelsea Lene Johnson. Derek Wayne Johnson. Brittany Ann Jones. Taisha LaShun Justice. Robert Blair Kaiser. Adam Khalil. James Henry King. Sean Thomas Kipp, magna cum laude. Amanda Lee Koska. Justin Ridge Leggett. Megan Ray Livingston. Valentine Longoria II. Roxanne Mott Looper. Lydia Beth Lothrop. Daniela Monzano, cum laude. Cody Ty Anthony Maxey. Lee Wesley McBunch. Ryan DeAnthony McClellan. Ryan Alvin McDowell. Second Lieutenant Jameer Damone McGowan. Leerin Michelle McGuire. Robert Channing McNeil. Christine Ann Miney, cum laude. Stephanie Lozano. Maria del Jesus Mendoza. Rosabelle V. Marino. Donald Wayne Merrill. Cody D. McKiska, cum laude. David Wayne Miller, cum laude. Allison Jane Mittag, magna cum laude. Michael Keith Mixon. Matthew Douglas Monk. Laura Helen Morrison. Heather D. Monroe Thompson. Allison Victoria Murdoch. Kyle Jordan Nash. Justin Joshua Nebelkoff. Neil George Newsom. Zachary Ray Nichols. Ricardo A. Ordaz. Jaime Alejandro Hutchins Odero. Kimberly Ella Usman, summa cum laude. Sarah Kimberly Perez. Ashley Nicole Perry. Nicholas P. Hoyer. Destiny Liddale Pursley. Daniel Ryan Ramirez. James Tamontius Ray. Marina Alexandria Reed. Norbert Christopher Renaud. Joseph Alvin Resendez. Morgan Lee Rios. Natasha Marie Moore. Michael Scott Ritchie. Adam Ross Rogers. Cecily Marie Rodriguez. Gabriela Oyuki Rodriguez. Jacqueline Nicole Romero. Kayla Rosendo. Jonathan Albert Reedus. Megan Christine Ryan. Angela Renee Salazar. Jesse Alejandro Saldana cum laude. Christy Rose Santillana. Blake Andrew Sawyer. Jessica Brooks Schwartz. Shanika Shantae Searcy. Brent Michael Sebesta. Juan Antonio Simeon Jr. Rebecca Lynn Simples. Gavin William Smart. Demonric Rashad Smith. Caitlin Lucille Stewart. Chase William Stivers. Jake Austin Tauscher. Heather Ann Taylor, cum laude. Bridget Renee Terry. Gregory Brown Thompson. Monica Turcios. Derek Ray Uresti, magna cum laude. Natalie Wallace. Brian A. Ward, cum laude. Holly Ann Watkins. Brandon Charles Webster. Joshua Lee Westbrook. James Richardson Wiggins, magna cum laude. Shayna Darlene Wilson. Matthias James Weckner. Dylan Christopher Wood. William Kyle Yoder. Trenton Whitener Smith. Candace Lee Ramsey with honors. Utiva Roussar. Mallory Shantae Hornbuckle. Gifford O'Neill Wiley Jr., Catherine Ann Bunting, Stormy Satara Clark, Mariah Galvan, Ruth Becerra, Susan Arredondo, Valeria Valero, Natasha Yvette Green, Khalil Medley,
Please join me in recognizing our new alumni. At this time, Mrs. Mary Ellen Thornton, President of the Alumni Board of Directors, will say a few words to our graduates.
Good evening. On behalf of the Alumni Association, it is an honor and a privilege for me to congratulate you upon the wonderful occasion of your graduation and to welcome you into the family of more than 100,000 living alumni. Graduates, I would ask that you now please rise. By the authority vested in me by the Alumni Board of Directors, it is my pleasure to induct you into the membership of the Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. Conferring upon you the full rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining to your status. You received a pin earlier to wear. You may be seated. Thank you. I know it's an exciting time. As a graduation gift, I am pleased to tell you that the Alumni Board is providing you with a 1-year complimentary membership into the Alumni Association. I urge you to return to your alma mater often, to participate in alumni activities, and always to maintain your membership in the Alumni Association. Best wishes on your very significant accomplishment, and please call your alumni office anytime we can be of assistance to you. Thank you.
Will you please stand for the singing of Auld Lang Syne and remain standing while the platform party exits?
It is customary after the first verse to join hands with your neighbor, and as you reach the last chorus, join raised hands in the air.
Forgot and
should be.